Good day, everyone. This is the instructional video of Group 4 about people media, text, and visual information and media.
We will talk about people media. People media refers to the individuals involved in using, analyzing, producing, and evaluating media and information. It consists of people who communicate certain information towards an audience and those who appear in different kinds of media such as TV, radio, and print media for the same purpose. It composed of group of people who create and disseminate information and those who act as a channel of information. There are two categories of people media, the people as media and people in media. Let's discuss first about people as media. It refers to a group of people that is knowledgeable and familiar enough with the media sources and messages. They are the individuals who use media platforms to share information, opinions, or content even if they aren't professional media practitioners. They are the individuals who act as the medium for communication and information sharing, often through social media, citizen journalism, or as opinion leaders rather than traditional media outlets. Here are some examples of people as media. The first one is the opinion leaders. They are active media users who interprets the meaning of media messages or content for lower-end media users. The next one is citizen journalism. It refers to the practice of ordinary individuals reporting news and sharing information through various channels, such as blog, social media posts, and videos. They are the individuals without professional journalism training that uses more modern technology and internet to create, augment, or fact-check media on their own or in collaboration with others. The third one is social journalism. Social journalism consists of a hybrid of professional journalism, contributor, and reader content. The format relies on community involvement, audience engagement, social news gathering and verification, data and analytics, and relationship building. Unlike the citizen journalism, social journalism has professional journalism training. The last one is crowdsourcing. It involves gathering work, information, or opinions from a large group of people who submit their data through the internet, social media, and smartphone apps. People involved in crowdsourcing sometimes work as paid freelancers while others perform small tasks voluntarily. The next category of people media is people in media. It refers to the media practitioners who provide information derived from their expert knowledge and first-hand experience of an event. They are the individuals who work within the media industry such as journalists, broadcasters, and content creators. The examples of people in media are print journalists, photojournalists, broadcast journalists, and multimedia journalists. The difference between people as media and people in media is people as media are the users of media while the people in media are the professionals who work in media.
Now, let's talk about visual media information. What exactly is visual information in media? Visual information in media are materials, programs, and applications that teachers and students use to formulate new information to aid learning through the use, analysis, evaluation, and production of visual images. In short, visual information media is a way to convey information through visuals such as images, videos, charts, and more. This is very important because we can learn things more easily when we see them visually. Visuals help make learning interactive and more memorable, which is why they are used not only for education, but also in marketing, journalism, and personal communication. Now, let's move on to the types of visual media. Types of visual media includes photography. Photography that captures moments and scenes using a camera. It communicates emotions, tells stories, and highlights important details through still images. Video. Videos are moving images combined with sound to tell a story or explain a concept. They can range from short clips to full-length films. Screenshots. Screenshots are static images captured directly from a computer, phone, or other devices. They show exactly what is displayed on a screen. Infographics. Infographics combine text, images, and charts to present data or information in an easy to understand visual format. Chart and graph. Chart and graph are visual tools used to represent numerical data and relationships. Examples include bar graphs, pie charts, and line charts. Comic strip are sequential illustrations that tell a story or deliver a message, often with a humor or satire. Memes are humorous or relatable images, videos, or text that are widely shared on social media. They are often paired with witty captions, as you can see in the example. Visual note-taking. Visual note-taking, also known as sketchnoting, combines drawing, symbol, and text to summarize ideas in a visually appealing way. Visual media that are produced by the formal establishment, such as the government, the institution of the education, and established news provider are considered formally produced, while the other visual media are informally produced. What is the primary purpose of visual media? Its purpose is to grab attention, to create meaning, and to make information more memorable. Let's now discuss the common visual media file types. First is Joint Photographic Experts Group, also known as JPEG, which is the most common file type used for web graphics. I'm sure you've heard of this format many times, and you're likely very familiar with it. It's a versatile format that's perfect for photos and online visuals. If you want small file size, go for JPEG. Next, we have Graphics Interchange Format, also known as GIF. This format is used for web graphics, animations, and clip art. You're probably familiar with this type of visual media, as the funny animated memes or looping reaction clips often seen on social media, especially in comment sections on platforms like Instagram. It's perfect for quick, humorous visual messages. Following that, we have Tag Image File Format, also known as TIFF, used for print graphics. It is high quality and lossless, meaning the image quality doesn't degrade. This format is commonly used by photographers and graphic designers when printing detailed and professional visuals. Now let's talk about portable network graphics, commonly known as PNG. It's a popular format for web graphics, logos, and line art. But what makes PNG special? It supports transparency. This means it's ideal for logos without backgrounds or with clear edges. If you want a small file size while retaining good image quality, PNG is a great choice. Finally, we have bitmap or BMP. This format is used for print graphics and provides pixel by pixel quality, making it extremely detailed. However, due to its high quality, the file size is larger. It's often used for retro arts or projects that require pixel-perfect visuals. Now let us move on to the visual design element. Visual design elements are the building blocks or basic unit in the construction of visual media. Here's the elements of visual design, including line, shape, value, texture, color, and form. Now that we know the elements, we also need to follow some visual design principles to ensure a cohesive and visually appealing final output. These principles serve as guidelines for creating effective and attractive designs. Now, here's the principles of visual design, including consistency, center of interest, balance, harmony, contrast, directional movement, rhythm, perspective, and dominance.
How do we define text? Text is a simple and flexible format of presenting information or conveying ideas, whether handwritten, printed, or displayed on screen. In short, text is the passage or content of a literary piece. Also, it is the arrangement of words that conveys information or ideas. What is text information? Text information can be a writer in script using Roman alphabet or a different script that is appropriate to the language of the reader. Hence, text or textual information can be written in the language most appropriate to the reader. For example, countries such as Japan, China, and Korea use their own language in presenting information through learning materials for better comprehension. Next is creators of text information. Readers are likely to be influenced and persuaded by the power of written words. A reputable and well organized material or written work is a collective effort between writers and members of the editorial team. There are two kinds of a writer, an author and a writer. An author is someone who writes books, stories, or articles with different kinds of topic. However, there is a difference in the focus of their writing. Usually, author writes stories or articles that are lengthened like a novel. They are also connected to scholarly works such as general reference materials textbooks. Take note, an author is someone whose work that has already been published. A writer is more associated with writing literary works like poems and short stories. A writer is usually a person who writes stories or articles. Their common occupations are journalist, blogger, and screenwriter. To elaborate, a person who writes stories in Wattpad cannot be considered an author but a writer. Such, not everyone can be an author just because they write stories. Next is types of text. Hypertext, plain or unformatted text, and formatted text. Hypertext is used to link different electronic documents and enable user to jump from one to another in a non-linear way. In other terms, hypertext is a text over which a link to a computer resource such as web page is embedded. And take note that hypertext deals with text only and can contain hyperlink. Next is plain text or unformatted text. It consists of fixed-size characters having essentially the same type of appearance. In other terms, you cannot manipulate the font in terms of its style, size, etc. Example of unformatted text is HTML. Last is formatted text. Its appearance can be changed using font parameters such as bold, underline, italic, font size, font color, etc. Example of formatted text is written work created or edited in Microsoft Word.
Typeface. Typeface are also called font or font type. It refers to the representation style of a text in the digital format. Typeface are usually comprised of alphabets, numbers, punctuation marks, symbols, and other special characters. Typefaces are often categorized into different families, such as serif, sans serif, slab serif, script, and decorative. First, we have is serif. Serif connotes formality and readability in large amount of text. They are usually used for the body text of books, newspapers, magazines, and research publication that give a classic or elegant look when used for title or heading. Serif typefaces are characterized by small lines or strokes that extend from the ends of the letters. And serif typefaces are ideal for long passages of text because the serifs help guide the reader's eye along the lines. Next, we have sans serif. Sans serif brings a clean or minimalist look to the text. It is used for clear and direct meaning of text such as road signage, building directory, or nutrition facts in food packages to give a modern look and is used primarily in web page design. Sans serif typefaces lack the small decorative strokes found in serif fonts, giving them a clean, modern, and minimalist appearance. Examples of sans serif typefaces are Arial, Helvetica, Tahoma, Verdana, and Calibri. Examples of serif typefaces are Times New Roman, Garamond, and Baskerville. Now we have slab serif. Slab serif is a type of serif font that consists with thick block-like serifs. It's also known as Egyptian, antique, square, or mechanistic serif. Examples of slab serif are Rockwell and Paybill. Next we have a script typeface. A script typeface is a font based on the style of handwriting, with fluid strokes that connect letters. Script typefaces are often used for headlines, logos, and branding. They are designed to resemble handwritten or calligraphic styles, often giving text an elegant, decorative, and personalized feel. They can be either formal or casual, depending on the design. Script typefaces should be used sparingly as they may be difficult to read in long text. Examples of script typeface are Edwardian, Vladimir, and Kunstler. And last, we have decorative. Decorative typefaces, also known as display or ornamental fonts, are fonts that are used to create a specific mood or evoke an emotional response. They are often used in logos, headlines, and posters. Examples of decorative typefaces are Chiller, Jokerman, Curls Empty. And that ends our presentation about people media, visual and information media, and text information. We hope you learned something in this video. Thank you for listening.